Hey yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk, guys. Again, something a little different. I've been really getting into the DCS thing. Wanted to open up the aperture a little bit on the channel and do some more things, and I think DCS is probably the thing I'm going to aim at a little bit here. So we got DCS Saturday. What we're going to do here is I'm going to do an actual simulated, it's a beta version of a real-world BFM mission with my buddy Slick1212, my partner in 1212 Gaming, and we are going to show you what a training BFM sortie sort of looks like. All right, it's been a long time, so there's a lot of chatter between us. We're just talking about the game, talking about how we're going to do this. A lot of this channel is seeing how the sausage is made, the behind the scenes kind of stuff. So I wanted to show you guys that. I've got my helmet. I'm ready to go fly. So we're going to go hit live support and get going here in just a second. But this will be a taxi, takeoff, some admin going out to the airspace. We're going to do 2 defensive BFM sets for me. I'll be defensive. Slick will be offensive. Then we're going to RTB, come up initial, pitch out, and land. And you're going to hear some of the chatter, some of the things that, air quote, real fighter pilots do. One of my passions right now, and has been for a while, is fusing gaming technology and training, whether it's 2D, VR, or AR. Decreasing the limitations, decreasing the barriers to entry for training. I know you guys have all got trained on whatever it is that you do, right? You've taken all kinds of training, and I'm sure there's computer-based stuff. There may even be some nascent AR, VR stuff in your profession. But a lot of that stuff has a barrier to entry in that you've got to go to a simulator installation, or you have to go to the base or to your work or whatever. The idea here is to open up that barrier, or knock down that barrier, so that you have access to your training 24/7, whether it's at home or in your car with your phone, whatever training device that you've got. And we've all got them: phones, computers, laptops, tablets, so that we can better use our time, so we don't have to go in, knock down the barrier to entry to the training, and move on. So I think DCS is a really great example of that. It is essentially a de facto training device for fighter aviation. It really is. Is it going to turn somebody into a fighter pilot just by playing DCS? No. Is it going to train them concepts and procedures that all fighter pilots need to know? Absolutely. It's going to give them a background. It's going to give them a visual idea of what it looks like. The concepts are going to be more solid than had you read them in a book or had them taught to you on a blackboard. So all of it together is going to make you better at whatever it is that you do, and DCS is the aviation equivalent of that, and there's other examples out there. But the cool thing about DCS is they've made a really stringent attempt to make all of the aircraft fly like they really fly. Is it perfect? No, absolutely not. But the concepts and procedures, and you're going to see here, we're going to fly a virtual BFM sortie, like I said, from taxi to takeoff. We're rejoining right here, but we'll get back to it here in just a minute. I'll show you the whole thing with all the comm and stuff as we were chatting. And I think this really shows the potential of things like this. I mean, it absolutely does, knocking down those barriers. You can practice at your home. Now, I know the Air Force is doing this with pilot training next. The U.S. Air Force is. I'm sure other Air Forces are. It's not like it's a new idea, but what isn't being done very much is trying to expand the aperture so that there are less barriers, meaning I can do this from home or when I'm not in, say, a syllabus space-time. All these different programs, training programs that different militaries and industries have are very good at structuring what you're doing while you're at work. But if maybe you want to get a little practice or do some concepts and procedures while you're at the house, a lot of times, or on vacation or whatever, a lot of times the barrier to entry is all that stuff exists elsewhere and I can't get to it. DCS, what a great example of being able to do this kind of practice at home. Plus, I thought you guys might just be a little bit interested in what it looks like. Now, this is a peacetime mission, but there are some limitations. I still need to look into it. At one point, Slick actually turns the gun on, and he actually hit me 6 times. Had he hit me enough, it would have been a short sortie, because then I would have been shot down. Obviously, in training, we don't shoot real bullets at each other, so there's different things. some of the systems in the F-15C, it's a low fidelity model for the most part. Some of the systems aren't quite right. It's an older version, yada yada. But what we do here in this video is going to be pretty close, pretty darn close. Minus all the chatter, you know. There would not be a lot of talking back and forth like we do because we're on a Discord call. It would be all radio stuff and very clear, concise, and correct kind of comm. Anyway, we're gonna let you get to it. We'll get reset here. This is just us flying around while I'm yapping. Enjoy the virtual BFM sortie with Slick and Guido 1212. Let me know what you think down in the comments. This is very much a beta version. We're gonna keep on practicing and working on this, hoping to get up to ACM. We'll have to be a little bit careful with any BVR stuff because, you know, tactics are not something we can necessarily really talk to, but just from a basic standpoint, pretty cool stuff. Enjoy it. We'll see you guys around. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'm going to grab my helmet, get suited up, and we'll get going. Hey guys, two more things. Number one, it's a little salty. There is some language, so if you have young ones around, turn it down or put your headsets on. I try not to do that too much, but it's two old fighter pilot friends talking. Number two, the audio is a little goobered up. I apologize for the echo. I had several different comm channels going. I don't usually deal with that. I obviously did not deal with it correctly, so that's a work in progress. Slick's a little louder, I'm a little lower, and Slick has a slight echo. So again, I apologize, but like I said, it's how the sausage is made, and this is what we got for right now. But it'll get better as we go. It's a learning process. So there you go. Watch the language. Apologize for the various levels of audio and the slight echo. All right. Good luck. All right. Gonzo flight taxi.
Why? Hold on here.
Whoa.
My speed brake's not working.
You should be able to just go. My brake wasn't on.
No, man, I've reprogrammed my speed brake.
Don't crash.
But apparently I didn't. Apparently I didn't do it right. Oh, look at that! I'm in like your tail wash there.
It's actually in runway 22.
All right. Hold on, let me do a fucking proper staggered taxi here.
Do we do a 10-second or do we attempt the formation takeoff?
I'll do 10 seconds. I'll do 10 seconds. How's that?
I mech'd my brake to a pinky button on my throttle so I don't have to reach up to the This is a little...
Yeah, I was supposed to have my speed brake working, but for some reason, it ain't no worky now. It was working last time I played. Is that something else I'm going to have to figure out? Like, do I have to, like, reload the fucking profile every time I want to play, you know?
It always starts up in this weird ILS nav mode every time.
Yeah, I don't like that. I got this throttle corner I have. I can do like macros and shit on some of the buttons. So that's what I want to do is get like a ground ops. I need like a ground ops button that'll just set everything up. Flip the switch and everything goes to the right place. Enfield 1-1, unable to clear for takeoff.
Nice. It's too bad you can't see the hand for the run it up.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Just hit my own mic. Run them up. See it.
So we're doing AB takeoffs clean? Not? I can do that. See if I can remember how to do my flaps and
we'll do a left turnout. And I'll go to 300 and hold it. You rejoin left side.
Okay.
There. Nice.
Damn. I do need to reprogram this stick. It's really touchy. Need a dead zone. Alright, slick, get on the fucking horizon.
Alright, so we'll just go a heading of 050 here. We'll just climb it up to 15,000. Rock you in here.
Okay. See if I can do this without hitting you.
Nice.
This is going to be a little bit B course level, but
Awesome. All right, push you out the route.
okay. So I'll just stay here then.
Sit.
So what you're saying is stay where I am. All right. Yeah. Sure. I have
You're
systems.
not going to slide back there and do it. All right, man.
All right. I'll do it. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll do something. Oh, yikes. It's a little bit aggressive, Slick.
All right, Gonzo Flight checking into whiskey, whatever it is.
See, one of the problems with the systems check is since you're always armed hot here, you don't want to do
I
it.
thought about that. I wonder if there's
When we fence in, you want to make sure you don't hit the trigger.
or something for that, for like doing BFM, simulating training. I guess you could. I could set the jet up with 0 bullets.
I think there was a setting somewhere when I was setting it up about like, I don't know, like unlimited fuel, and there was unlimited bullets. I don't know if they had a God mode.
Get the lead left.
Lead left. So what are we climbing to?
1,000.
Oh, wow, good spike. Wow. I have no idea how to work my MFD, so I'm assuming the airspace is just around here somewhere.
Work, dude. You're looking at the only page you get.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a low fidelity model, unfortunately. Lead right.
All right, you get lead on the right.
Also, I don't think there's air-to-air TACAM, so it's going to have to be visual.
No. What are you doing about 050? All right, it's probably less than 6,000 feet, but we'll call it good.
You want to try like a defensive setup and see if we can do it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
We'll use a 5,000 foot floor.
Okay.
Push it up. 400. I'll go defensive first. Turn away.
Okay.
One's ready.
And two's ready.
Probably gonna, let's call it a 3,000 feet footer because I think they're pretty close by the time we get a radar lock on me. I think it's gonna be about 3,000.
4,000. 4,000. I can't. 4 left, you know. 3,500. No, that's actually about 4,000. I can't see the freaking thing. 4,000. 4 left. 3,000.
Oh, don't kill me. Mission's over if you hit me. Gonzo, knock it off. Gonzo will knock it off.
2 knocking off. What was that down? I was down at 150 knots. That was shit.
Tactical right side, reference 300.
Okay.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, shit. Where are you? Where the hell did you go? Oh, there you are. 300.
So check right 30 degrees, 330. Get you back in tactical there.
Thanks. Yeah, that's
Keep hitting my mic here.
What are we doing? 330? It's really hard to see you.
Here, we'll check right further 20 to 360. Or as some of the controllers think it is, 000.
Oh, fuck, where are you now? Oh, there. Yeah, we should probably change this up to make it blue skies. You can probably see better.
Yeah, instead of so hazy. We'll do one more
Yeah,
setup.
it's just really hard to
back to the airfield. Provided I can actually.
Okay. Here, I'll do it in defensive, see if I can actually hold a 4 left, which that's going to be a pretty interesting one. And what altitude we starting at? Oh, okay. Ah. Two's ready.
All right, one's ready. Check left.
Am we going left or right? Am I going defensive? Okay. And locked. 6,000.
There you are.
No, wait a minute. What are we at? Okay, hold on. I can't see my freaking thing. Here we go. 9,000. 4 right.
Why can't I see you? Where are you?
8,000. 3 right.
Yep.
8,000. 3
You're
right.
closing because I'm doing 450, so I'm slowing down. There we go.
Okay. 4 right. Shit, where are we here? So we're at 6,000. 3 right, 4 right. Can't hardly see it. 5,000. 4,000. 3,000. I'm not gonna pull the trigger.
Rudder boy didn't work. Ooh, a little aggressive.
Yeah.
Gonzo knock it off. Gonzo will knock it off.
2 knock it off.
Nice. Now.
You rope-a-doped me at the end. I can't tell when I'm in AB or not. I think I went into AB at the end there when I meant to stay in mill.
I'm not 100% sure where the damn field is.
Yeah, I gotta do something about these graphics though. It is, even in this, really hard to see. I don't know if it's just my eyes or.
About 240 off that away. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any idea how to figure out where the field is. Give me a reference because I can't tell which way you're turning.
Rejoin left side.
Okay.
Slowing 350. Level 11,000.
Okay. Sure would be cool if I could get the closure in my HUD.
Closure, that's
It's on the radar, but it bounces around so much I can't see it.
That sucks.
It's on the VSD. Yeah, it bounces around down at the bottom. It's really unstable.
I'll slow 300.
And about now is when I wish I had that speed brake.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Oh,
Let's see if we can't. There we go, just over G on the rejoin there. There we go.
The airfield's right ahead of us.
Alright. See if I can actually now. You said you were holding 300? You said you were holding 300? Okay. See if we can't actually do some kind of a semi-respectable rejoin, at least to root. Yeah, I see it.
I need my attitude and altitude hold, man. So I can smoke a lucky here. Oh, I told you 300, but I'm doing 250. That's my bad. Yeah,
that would be me then overshooting the shit out of this rejoin. Sorry.
I told you 300 and I'm sitting at 250, so that's how you trick your wingman. There you go. Nice. Battle damage check.
Alright, see if I can get over here close enough to actually fucking see you. I can hear the sound effects like I'm going in and out of AB. Alright, hold on. Come on, other way.
Badana. I don't know what this place is called. Something like Adinanana or something. Approach. Gonzo 1.
We got a full airplane there. Nothing leaking. Nothing broken.
10 miles north initial.
Looking underneath.
For 2, full stop.
Yikes. Sometimes like if you're moving your head and maneuvering at the same time, it's really disorienting in the VR.
Descending. Alright. Lead right.
We'll call that good. Okay, and there's the head shake. Lead right. And where are we going? So 300 knots and Charlie Ho. We're gonna do like a 30 mile straight in here.
Well, now I need a speed brake.
I'm assuming the airfield's roughly sea level, so at about 2,000 feet for initial ish. Okay.
Your jet's dirty. You also seem to be.
Have you like set up a profile on DCS, like a pilot profile to log all your hours and shit? You gotta do that because I set mine up. All right, you got the lead on the right. I set mine up with as a 12 squadron. They got the dirty patch and everything in there.
Flying the same tail number as me, which I don't really understand. Here, watch this.
Same.
Do this now. You're gonna do a left brake. Ooh.
What was that?
I was trying to cross you under, but you went way out there.
I thought you wanted me to do that because you wanted to see the bottom of my jet. Sorry. I'm going under.
Just trying to get the level of difficulty up for you.
Sure. Yikes. Yeah, this is like being in the fucking B course, man. I'm all over the place.
Oh, man. The mirrors are annoying. Do you have the mirrors working for you?
I'll tell you what, thank God they did that to the mirrors, because when I first started playing this game, I actually submitted a trouble ticket to DCS because the mirrors were working, but they didn't adjust their camera with when you moved your head around in VR. They did. So like the image in the mirror actually moved like with when you were to where you were looking. So you could hold your head steady and turn your head, and the mirror, what was in the mirror would change. Sorry, I don't have my fucking speed brake. Sorry.
I'll give you a little throttle to work with.
All right, thank you. There we go. Let's see how close. Let's see if I can actually get in here, because at least some kind of respectable level of close formation without hitting you.
Guns on initial. Full stop for 2. Alright, here's your pitch out signal. And bye-bye.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be tight. This thing will bleed some energy, though. Gear flaps. Also at 1,300 feet, so I'm a little low.
Flaps, I
Wide
think.
with pride.
Yeah, I'll just flap there and perch where you are, out in East Jesus over there.
Wouldn't do to
And gun
overshoot,
speed.
which I may do anyway because I'm really low on airspeed.
Oh, look at that. That's like I'm at the perfect perch point.
Ooh. All that AOA. I got all the AOAs. Using them all.
Jesus Christ, man, this thing bleeds energy when you come off the perch like
it's
crazy.
not quite right. You throw it into idle at the break, and it just all of a sudden you're at 150.
Yeah.
Not quite right.
Yeah. The power on approach. Yeah, still no speed brake. God damn it. All right, so now I'm at 180 coming out on final here.
Also, you won't get the flashing W, so careful to not drag thy tails.
Copy. Boom! Welcome aboard, sailor.
Oh gosh, a little crazy on the. Brakey brakes.
Where'd you turn off? I can't.
Where'd you turn
off? I can't tell.
I'm on the left side of the runway.
I can't. Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm waiting until you stop.
All I
So
see is
go hot, clear hot.
Oh, look at that. Infield 1-1. Taxi to parking area.
You on? You under control back there?
Yeah.
All right, crossing the hot side. Oh, Cat has some input.
What?
The cat had some input. She's over here. Well, there you go. A virtual BFM
That was pretty cool.
sortie.
That was pretty cool. Yeah. See, that kind of stuff. If we could actually get to where I wasn't spazzing out so much, that would be actually pretty cool stream.
Yeah. Well, I'm probably gonna put this. I'm probably gonna put this in the in a video just to kind of talk about what we're doing. And here's a beta version of.
Are you recording this? Oh, are you recording this? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Sorry, I thought I realized that. I would have kept my mouth shut.
Good. The banter's fine. It's just this is a beta version of what we're trying to do. So.
Something tickling my nose on this fucking VR headset. It's like a piece of fuzz or something tickling me right at the end of the nose. Annoying.
Offset taxi here. What I need is.
I see this like just something that we just have to kind of, just like flying a jet. Just need to go out and do it a bunch. Get used to the isms.
Yeah, I need. Definitely need to mech the brake to something though, like you said.
Yeah, I've got a nose wheel steering, not a button, but like a paddle switch, like a chaff paddle switch. And I got to connect to that.
I don't know if the trim is set to this trim hat or not. I have no idea. Doesn't seem.
Yeah, mine is. And there's actually a button for takeoff trim.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's a good point. You know what's interesting is I was never master arm hot. Did you ever turn it?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you can't turn the master arm switch. No, you're always armed hot. Oh shit, I should put my flaps up. Damn it. Oh wait, that was the gear. Fuck.
Did you crash?
No, I stayed down. I got weight on wheel.
Now let's see if we can see if I can pull into a taxi taxi into a spot down here at the end.
I'll follow you.
I'm going to take the last one down here and you can park next to me.
Are there lines on there?
There are.
Oh, yeah, look at that. There are.
I think I'm, well, no, that looks to be right. Yep. I don't know if I can do this without a crew chief.
I watched a video this morning of a crew chief taxiing a Hornet around on the deck of a carrier. It was very impressive, man. The dude, he got his like main landing gear like 6 inches from the edge of the deck.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I just watch it go. Don't keep dying. He pulled in there
Let's see if I
perfectly.
can get my wheel on this, if I can remember. It's right behind me. To overshoot slightly. Uh-oh, dang it. No, overshoot. Wow. You know, I don't have any differential brakes to swing it around. That's the problem. I missed it by a mile. I'm right in the middle.
Oh, it's all right. I took the wrong spot. I'm coming way over here now. We'll just call it good. See if I can at least.
Dude, that was pretty cool.
There we go. There we go.
BF1 BFM sortie.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
All right, I'm leaving this server. All right, that was pretty cool. Next thing we'll do is a quick debrief using what's called TacView, which is a third-party piece of software. You can take the tracks from your mission and look at it in what looks like kind of an ACMI view right there. So we'll check that out. We'll just kind of do a quick debrief looking through that, talking about how it went and some of the ideas we have about it. That picture on sizing was 4,000 feet.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You were like 4 pixels big.
Yeah.
That's about the best I could do.
Yeah, that's going to make things like 9,000 footers a little tricky.
Yeah.
One option is to just go to radar trail and just have me accelerate out to 2 miles, I guess is one way to do it. It was a...
You notice one thing I'm screwing up here? You notice one thing I'm screwing up here?
You're in lead.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because I there's nothing to judge range, and I put the fucking pipper on top of you without even thinking about it because I was just trying to look at the range meter.
No,
And I was like, and then the second one I'm like, no shit, you gotta put the cross on.
trouble keeping the aspect right. All right.
You did a pretty good job of keeping the 4.
Some really...
Yeah, I had absolutely no game plan here, and then I pointed at you when you went downhill. You'd probably see right here. I went way too early.
Those were some awful jinks, man. And mostly because of what you just said. When that first jink took me to no energy.
Yeah. Put it on the side like grandstand, because I think. Tell me if I'm right, because I think I just went way too early following you down.
I'm trying to figure out how to do that. To be quite honest, I don't know.
Or did I go too late on that one? Maybe from that picture, it looks like I went too late. Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on, I can't. God damn it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say where you are. But when you were looking at, it kind of looked like I went too late on the first one and too early on the second one. Look at that. I'm just kind of following you downhill.
Oh, okay, so your lift vector is actually behind me. You're not even in plane right now.
Yeah, that's shit.
Now you are. You spun it around. But
look at how fast I'm going down because I just kind of cut that whole corner.
So you've got 300 and I'm at 210. Because every time I jinked, because of how much airspeed it bled off, I got to like 50 knots. It was ridiculous. So
I think this was the one. Is this the one where I thought I was going? I was trying to go to just like mill power to get to square the corner, and I probably went into AB there. Yikes! Look at that. Training rule violation.
Finally, okay. Now we got it right. Now I got what I need. All right, that's cool.
I think we start ruddering around a little bit here.
I've got you way off. Heading crossing angle is really good for me right now. But what's our altitude? We're still at 8,000. There's 3,000 feet of floor left.
But if you zoom out a little bit, stop right there, and just kind of like back earlier, because if you look like where my mistake was made, it's up higher. Like my followed you. Actually, that doesn't look as late as it did initially, but then I just kind of like flew straight down through your jinx.
Yeah. Instead of
and then I was in A trying to make that corner, so I generate because my nose was downhill. I went into AP.
Yeah, instead of stopping your jet, making a slight bid to lag as soon as line of sight starts, line of sight, roll, lift vector on, you sort of carved inside of everything. But that being said, what these guys do, because it's a game and everyone's pointy, is that they do that. They'll just point downhill. They may be an idle doing it, but they're going to shoot you doing that all the way downhill.
When
we're not doing just this for kind of funs of like trying to stream some real BFM talk, we should practice some of that, like gamer BFM of just doing pointy tactics.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
then I reversed right here. That's what we called it. We called it a knock it off, didn't we? Pretty soon, maybe.
Yeah, because right here, all I'm doing is I'm just trying to put my lift vector at your high 6 and pull. I'm like, I fucked this up. So let me at least try to stay behind. Nothing hit you.
I'm glad you didn't.
Damn it.
Let's see. Hold on. It says Slick fired. I did get hit. I was a emergency aircraft coming home.
Holy cow!
Yep, I got hit 6 times.
And I didn't even pick it up on the BD check.
Yeah, you didn't tell me I was damaged, man.
Sorry, man. Shitty battle damage check.
I saw the bullets come out like, oh, this is gonna be a fast mission.
That's funny too, because when I pulled the trigger, I wasn't even actually thinking like, oh yeah, this is going to actually end the game if I never even crossed my mind.
We're gonna go ahead and reset it up here.
And that's me on the right.
And that's me on the right. Okay.
That's a good flight leadership.
That's a good flight leadership. Getting me the check turns to get my lazy ass back in position.
Well, it was going to take forever otherwise. All right, let's get this back north. North up again here.
Now I'm like.
Where the hell am I going now?
This is where I was doing like 450,
460,
460, and you're like 8,000, 8,000, 8,000.
12,000
Still 8.
Which you are probably. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because you were like a 2 aspect.
So this one will just go like slow speed. We'll check this out here.
See, again, I do it. I'm in lead
because I can't see the damn range meter.
I kept
having to force myself to like, okay, point at him, but then the frickin' thing was in the bottom corner of the HUD, so I couldn't actually read it.
Range on the on this thing here. It's Mach G AOA. There it is, TRD.
And it's also over the top.
And it's also over the top in the middle, in up at the top drop downs in the middle. There's I don't know what else you can put there, but it looks like
Right
that's
here,
the range.
Bearing.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Fine. Yep.
Yeah.
I see it.
Oh, they got range and aspect. Put up the aspect.
Go back to the top one. Do the drop.
Go back to the top one. Do the drop down. Do range and aspect.
Okay.
Top one.
There you go.
There you go.
174 left.
Using Navy terms.
Yeah.
Using Navy terms.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Oh well.
One seven's not. It's not a 1.8. 179. How is it a 179?
Well, because it's doing it from.
My nose.
Oh, that's
what I'm saying.
That's not from my tail. Yeah, that's not very useful.
Yeah, so 1A would be actual pure pursuit.
Relative bearing. 100.
Yeah.
That's about right.
Yeah.
130. So that's about 50 degrees then. That's about a 5 aspect. Is that right? That's what I'm getting from that. 130.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've already called it.
Yeah, because we've already called it. Have we called
Right.
fights on? No, we haven't called it yet.
There you go. So that's a good start.
There you go. So that's a good start. Pretty close.
You didn't go for the gun straight away.
No, just because
I
was gonna see if I couldn't.
I was gonna see if I couldn't just actually get behind you and stay there.
This is gonna be a late jink. Yeah, I think you would have been shooting there for a while.
Yeah, well, that's where I made the sound.
Yeah, well, that's where I made the sound effect. Where I was
I was
like,
actually trying to rudder boy here, and it didn't work very well.
You know what? One of them.
You know what? One of them you did, and it did work because I could actually
really?
see it.
One of these times in here.
One of these times in here, yeah, you did it, and I could actually see the ass of your jet starting to rotate around.
So I just kind of followed you.
And so I just kind of followed you,
Same thing.
doing the same thing.
So you're cutting right on through the inside right there.
Yeah.
Instead of coming up here and over doing what I did, you're actually cutting right. Look at, you can see that right through the inside. Look at that.
Yeah.
Right through the inside of that circle.
You got your lift vector like right.
And you got your lift vector like right on me. I'm totally screwed right here.
I think I completely.
I think I completely like pushed forward on the stick there too. Did a bit like a negative.
From my at 1900.
From my at 1900 feet.
9 aspect.
Yeah, I think I tried to go for.
Yeah, I think I tried to go for a shot there. I think.
There might be some shots coming out. You took one in here, I think.
I think somewhere in here.
I think somewhere in here. That's where I just was doing the sound effects because you told me not to pull the trigger.
Look at see the line from your nose straight. It's actually went right through my jet.
Uh-huh.
Now that's not lead fire, but you probably had that shot if you needed it.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is, right there. See how look how your nose came out in lead. That was pretty cool, actually.
I realized
I was way
Well,
too
but
close.
no recognition. I'm not doing anything. I'm not even attempting to get out of the way. I think my nose was hung up here because of that airspeed thing. Yeah. Yeah, see, I yanked it all the way down. I'm actually getting airspeed back, but earlier I was even lower than 180. There was no authority to roll of any kind because I pulled every bit of airspeed I had off.
Yeah.
somewhere in here, I think I pulled
to idle, and I just start sinking down below you too. Yeah, like right there.
You see, I'm trying to pull to your high.
You can see I'm trying to pull to your high 6, but I think I go
That's
to
where I
idle.
see the kind of overshoot
And then
going on. And I
Yeah.
tried to pull my lift vector up to behind you to your 6 o'clock right there.
Yeah. Now we're just
Yeah.
sword fighting.
Now we're just sword fighting.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
Nice. All right.
Yeah,
Just like judging the closure and everything when you don't have all the cockpit cues and with the graphics, we're gonna have to come up with like some other cues to look for.
So this is heading back to the base, your rejoin. Battle damage check coming up. Whoop.
I thought I was overshooting a little bit harder than I was.
That was my holding not enough airspeed. So battle damage check, gonna go high eventually.
It takes me a couple of
It takes me a couple of tries here, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna actually do this right. Like all over the place.
Lead. The cross under.
I thought you wanted to see the bottom of my jet. And I'm like, oh, okay, here, I'll show you the bottom of the
The
jet. No,
attempted
wait.
cross under. And now for the real event. Who has the
That is
better
so
pattern?
funny.
Just look at me all over.
Just look at me all over the place. There it goes. Look at that. I almost got into close formation.
No, you're there right at the end.
112 feet.
We're in there.
100 feet.
Yeah, less than 90.
Yeah, less than 90, less than 100 feet.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Both over the runway.
Both over the runway.
1,000,
2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. Look at that.
Good spacing.
Good spacing.
And you're right, man. As soon as you go into the turn, it bleeds airspeed like
I'm already
crazy.
at 200 knots and I'm not even pointed the other way. And we went up there about 350, 325, 350. So we had a few extra knots, really.
Yeah.
Over the 300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I managed to get an entire mile behind you there too. That was a little bit much.
I'm taking a big bit away from it because it turned so hard right there. Coward. It was also low in here. And imagine if you had this view at pilot training.
Oh yeah.
And you could just mock people who were taking big bids away from the.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is like, there's no reason why you can't. You know. Got pods on everything now. I think some of the things we've talked about in the past is some of those debrief systems are so difficult to use that everybody just gets to the meat of the mission. They did a pretty good job following you around. Look at that.
It's actually tighter pattern than mine was. My weak bomber pattern right there.
I think I got kind of an angling final though.
Yeah, you did cut inside. You cut inside mine by a long ways.
Yeah.
But mine was wide, so I don't know. Maybe yours wasn't actually that bad. Look at the arrow break, baby.
Yeah, my touchdown wasn't great though. Yeah, that was a little bit of a Navy landing there. But I decisively got the gear on the deck.
That's pretty cool, man. Gotta love it.
All right.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little virtual BFM mission with a quick debrief. Very much a beta version. Again, I apologize for the echo. I'll work on that. Make sure that that's not there. Audio channels are my challenge in life right now. When it's not just me talking on something, so we'll work on that and we'll make it much better. We'll keep on working on this as well. Maybe do a few more of these things with different kinds of missions. But let me know what you thought about it down at the bottom. I think it shows a great possibility. None of this is necessarily new stuff. The trick here is to get this, to knock down the barriers to access, specifically for me, for the U.S. Air Force, but really any industry that's attempting to do some kind of technical training that you may be able to, and I hate this term, but gamify. And it doesn't mean that what you're doing is a game or that what you're training for is a game. It's just that gaming technology is the stuff that is making this possible. Obviously, computing power, gaming technology, and I really like the gaming community because they are always looking to maximize and minimize the good things, minimize the bad things about any game that they're given. They want to win. And what that requires is digging into the game and figuring out how it works. Game theory, gamification, all that good stuff. And it has definite real-world possibilities and applications. Specifically, at least for what I'm passionate about, is bringing it outside of the standard training regimen and allowing people who want to have access to it at any space-time that they want. So if we can remove barriers for people, then you will find if it's something they're passionate about, they will practice it on their own time when they have time. So removing barriers is a big deal, I think. And this is the kind of technology that can do it. It's just one example of many. It happens to be one I like because obviously I flew fighters and that was a great part of my life. But I think it's applicable to really any industry out there, to be quite honest. All right. Thanks for coming by. Let me know what you think down below down there. If you have any ideas for things you would like to see us do, then we'll certainly take those into consideration. That's all I've got for today. This is Guido and Slick signing out. See you guys.